Did he not learn that's a girl? This is Joseph and welcome to the Phantom Sign channel, and we here with more Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Now, I give you 3 minutes before I tell you what happened in the last episode. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Sakura is dead. Yeah, it's kind of crazy because she's the strongest out of all of us, and she's literally dead. Now, at first we were doing random stuff, walking around. Didn't tell Kyoto that Sakura is the mole. I don't know why we didn't tell Kyoto that, but yeah. But instead of us telling, Monokuma told the whole class that freaking Sakura is the mole. And then it caused problems. Now, Hina was trying to defend Sakura. And then I think Jill's like almost like about to cut her with the scissors or something, but we took Hina to the infirmary. And Sakura was angry at Hiro because Hiro is just scared regardless. And Byakuya, something need to happen to him. Because his character is pissing me off, low key. And I was happy when Hina slapped him because, yeah, his character sucks. Now, yeah, so Sakura is dead. She got locked up in the room. Try opened it, figure out she was dead. Now, this was just crazy. I'm kind of sad that Sakura is dead. I really feel like it's either like suicide or something actually did happen, you know? Because she was just locked in a room, and like the door was like I think they said like a chair was in front of the door. So I feel like it's either that situation, or it's either like somebody actually did do something and they just put the chair in front of the door so we could figure out she was dead. But man. Now, but let's just go in straight to the video and see like who did and investigate. Okay, the reason why I don't have my investigation coat on because it's warm in my room, and you know it's too hot to put on a coat. Really, we're near summer, so low-key it's too hot to put on a coat. Okay, so first I gotta check that bio that we had. No one. True. Yeah. The victim was Sakura. Oh god. The time of death is. Yeah. Okay. The time of death is assumed to be around 12 noon. Okay. The body was discovered in the record room on the 3rd floor of the school. There is evidence of a struggle. Below to the victim head, no other injury was noted. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. Okay, that sounds a little bit like poison. Can a headbutt really take her out or something? Okay, let me lock in. Which is the first thing we should be checking? Chair? The chair was set up against the doorknob, so we could get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of struggle or machine was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. Okay. Byakuya? What do you want? You bother me. Go away. Not ever trying to hide how much he despised me. I better go get the freak you then. Shoot, I was about to ask you to see you found something. Nah, I just looked at it myself. Shit. Who said we should be asking him? But for Sakura to have been killed. Yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight, right?
It's true.
And she's securely didn't, I would say.
She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spiritually. So how was the killer able to get the above hand on her? See, this is why I think, like, it either, like, you know, did she do it to herself? Because she was because, like, listen, when he was injured by Toko, hold on. Damn. This is, I skipped something. I tell y'all later, I just skipped something, bro. I really did skip, so there it is. I wonder, did someone get the... Okay. They might have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Certainly, they would need to if they expect to stand any chance against her. This is so sad, bro. Got one of my favorite characters gone, like, damn. It's around 1 o'clock right now. According to the Monokuma file, Sakura died around 12 afternoon, so roughly an hour ago. Was that when Kyoto and I was moving out to Edo? Probably. Ina, how you feeling? Okay, you're still mad. We already know who did it. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It had to be one of them. They could stand the side of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Right, we need evidence. And Byakuya, like, even if it is 3 of those people, maybe Byakuya have something to do with it. But I don't think... The one person I could say that didn't... One person I, like, think, like, could not do any of this is Hiro. That's the only thing, like... Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all 3 of them to meet with... Oh! Okay, what? Okay, we got something. Oh, damn. You know where? Right here in the record room. Ooh, she telling all y'all business. Damn. What? After I went to the nurse office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, ever she went off on her own. But when I saw her again, after that, she told me, she said she left a note for each of them. And she asked them to meet her in the record room by noon. Damn. Well, and they say we wasn't there, like, we wasn't mess with her. Nah, they gotta be lying. Low key, they gotta be lying. 4K. By noon, the Monokuma file says she died right around then. I'm telling you the truth, I hear it right from Sakura herself. I tried to stop her, but when she wouldn't listen, she said not to worry, that just wanted to talk to them. This is hard. This has gotta be hard, because, I don't know, if they was there, if they went there, bro, like, if they was there, why they were there, because I thought, like, all of them are scared of, like, Sakura, you know? And this is what happened. If I stopped her by forcing, this never would have happened. Hina. It's impossible not to have regrets, I know. Damn. I felt bad for Hina. Damn. Jeez. Hearing all of that, and knowing that, like, 3 of the most people came in his room, and this what happened, bro, I'd probably be sad too. But the fact that she had asked those 3 to meet with her, is she asked them to come to the record room at noon, sometime in place that she ended up dying. And it might be good to confirm what I just heard with 3 of them directly. Alright, so... Wait, is that a candy wrapper? This looks like some kind of wrapper. Huh? That's... Do you recognize it, Hina? Well, yeah, I mean, I give it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little. So you give that candy to Sakura. I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really liked them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire book back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. You really like them? That much? But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now they lost all their flavor. You know. Oh man, poor Ida. A polka dot candy wrapper. Oh jeez. Okay, I'm curious about that one. A glass. Wait, is that one of the? Could it be like one of these bottles broke? Like they used it to smash over her head or something? There are shades of glass straight on the ground. The chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass of So somebody used one of the bottles to hit her over the head. Glass is all red and there are the top and bottom secure at the bottom right. So this might have originally been a bottle. Yep. Glass of shade on the floor. Huh? There's something else on the ground near the glass. Yep. It's a figure. It fits in the blend of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. Oh, I got somebody in 4K, low key. There are 4 red bottles lying on the shelf. And inside each bottle, there's some kind of Monokuma figure. I'm wondering is how they get those figures inside the bottle.
So...
It's no different from your standing ship in a bottle. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, maybe, yeah, I forgot about the ship in the bottle thing. Hey, it's been a while since I've seen one, bro. Huh? You know, where the bottle opener is smaller than the boat placed inside. You never see that. Oh yeah, maybe I have.
In other words.
So this is Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. Oh. Man, Monokuma try to be like so fancy so badly, bro. Like what? I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things little by little. Monokuma balls. Monokuma bottles sitting on the shelf. Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shade of glass which probably stand out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura might have been hit in the head with Monokuma ball, right? Yep. Shade of glass and Monokuma figures are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. But will it even... I don't know. Wait! Oh my god, that had handprints on it, so whoever was in here was in there! Huh? The locker opened, they're on the inside. It's a handprint!
Why?
What a handprint doing here? This looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and left the handprint all the dust.
It's true.
And it looks quite fresh too. I say, someone was hiding here in the locker, and they left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hid it in here until the locker room was open? Don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Well, huh? Why not? Think back before we opened the door. We looked inside the room, right? Oh yeah, and the locker was already open. I did not realize that.
Indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. Yeah, so then, what does this handprint mean? That means this probably happened before she was killed, or something. Wait, there's blood. There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. I might have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she's dead? Could be somebody else's blood? No, that would make sense. Then somebody would probably be red around here. Sakura draw her last breath, saying some forward in this chair. There's obviously evidence below to the head Sakura suffered. Normally I would have a problem believing that that's what killed her. But according to the Monokuma file, she had also vomited blood. And I can see a trail of blood on her lips for sure. So what would have caused her to vomit blood? I feel like it's poison. Monokuma file especially says she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start bleeding blood. Nope. Not a chance. Byakuya?
Fine.
However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location. Interesting?
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting, don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood literally have to be connected to why she dead. Magazines? The same shelf full of magazines. There are all different kinds of magazines here. This! There's some kind of plate constraint with a trash can? I don't know, concentrate roller around near the the entry to the door. It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Oh, it's probably one of those proteins, like energy drinks they were talking about in the confirmatory, or not in the confirmatory, in the in the lab or something. Sakura might have a trinket. Everyone knows how much she loves her protein. She mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments. I wouldn't take that too hard if I were. I know, but still, this protein can. It's got a lid on it, and that says Symmetry A2. Symmetry A2. That reminds me. Sakura mentioned how the Symmetry lab have all kinds of healthy stuff. So she might have gotten this from the Symmetry lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange. Huh? What is it? You see what scars around the can. A shade of light blue glass that might be part of the window I broke into the inside. But they are just scraping around. They also underneath it. Why does that matter? I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it's becoming a important clue later on. A important clue? I'm not sure I see how. Yeah, I'm kinda confused on that one too. Empty protein drink. Why do I feel like, could this be the poison? But I feel like, I don't know. This could be the poison, and that's why she's saying something about it.
What?
Make a quick. Oh. Okay, we got some. Oh yeah, he probably telling him about the cause Hina said that she wanted Byakuya, Hiro, and Toko to come to the room. So low-key, yeah, it's probably about that. Let me go back. What do you want? You're bothering me. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the record room? So, you found out. Interesting. That is true. Why is everything interesting with you? I did recover a note that affirms yes. But what fool would do? What say, and risk being killed by that monster? You wanna know the only monster here is you, bruh. Like, so you didn't go and see her. You're trash. Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and throw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Byakuya said he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept that. If you all finish, please remove yourself from my sights. Okay, thanks. Douche. This is bad to me when I'm trying to solve a murder. Okay, let's leave. The store is the only way in or out of the record room. The door doesn't have a lock, and there is no evidence that the monitors have been tampered with. The only noted chance to the door is the smashed window, which happens of course when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of strings or measures were used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything surprising about the door inside. I'm having examine both the doors and the chair. There's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was solved up against it. This kind the doorknob from the turn and the door from opening. And there was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with, or anything like that. So the killer might have created the locked door from inside, not from the outside. Oh my god. Record room door have been at, okay?
Listen.
Well, Miko, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so for the most part.
So then
you should probably go and talk with people now. I'm on guard, dude, so I can't leave.
Listen to me.
Which is why I decided you to go in my place. She decided? She got a lot more pushy since we had our issues. But she's right. I do have to go and talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say. Alright, let's go. I thought we just did. What? Excuse me? What way did we just go? We could just wait through that door. What happened? Those other 2 probably went back to the other room. Shoot, I'm gonna snitch. Alright, who's the first one who went to your room? If I see your nameplates, bro, I'm snitching. Now, how y'all dying? Oh, okay, you're the first one. Come out here. Pass the doorbell. Come out here. Come on. And after a few seconds, got rid of a lovely character. Now I gotta deal with your dislike character.
Huh? Who's there?
The most negative aura I ever felt. Aura of total deceit.
What do you want?
You dislike character. We need to talk.
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach.
I don't care to make you sick in your stomach. Come on.
Such a good mood too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Honestly, annoying Toko shouted out into the hall.
What do you want?
What do you want? You said you want to talk to talk to me about something. Of course. I want to talk about the fact that Sakura have asked to meet with you. I don't know what you talking about. Byakuya already told me she had asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master 2? I just said too dearly! Because that was totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So, can you tell me about it? I admit, I did get the note. But I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko calmly she didn't go inside or see her, but can I really believe her? Wait, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it, but it's that good enough that I'm going back to my room! With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room. Toko accidentally happened. Okay. Hero, where are you? If you say something else than what Byakuya and Toko said, you're cut, bro. You're cut. Oh, there's your room. Come out. Pass the doorbell. And after a few seconds...
You know?
What's up? What's up, Mikoto? Did you need something? Yes. Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something about how Sakura wants to meet with you. Yeah, bro. How my favorite character wants to meet with you. And now she dead. So we need to talk about it. Now! How do you know about that?
Could it be?
Did maybe glare into my soul? Have you, oh my god. Have your special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one who she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come in too. Stop calling her Ogre, bro. See, this is why he can't call her Ogre. She dead. You still call her Ogre. Oh my god, bro. What? When did Sakura tell you to do that? Oh, well, he was in the room. Yeah, I'm out. Well, she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? No, she gave it to me in person, and she happens to mention the others like I'm passionate. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then, you went and meet with Sakura? No way, I totally did. Why would I ever do that?
There is no way. We defended you last case. And now you're showing up with this case. Suspicious. And now you're claiming that you didn't go at all, but you have more information. Yeah, I'm out of here. It's over. It's completely over. Yeah, I'm out of here. There's no way.
Suspicious.
Actually,
we need to get you out of here. The last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse office.
don't look at me!
I haven't seen her since then. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Do I still have it? Let's see. Hiro was feeling around his pocket.
Hey, come on!
Sorry, it looked like I don't have it anymore. With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hand back out of his pocket. But when he did, I saw something float to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Hiro, what have you done? Quickly as the wind, Hiro sticked it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey, come on!
Sorry, just a bit of trash. I've forgotten to throw it out. Trash! Hey, he was about to throw it out.
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went. So, well, if you excuse me, Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that was just trash, but there's no way that all there was to it. You wanna know? I don't even care. Hiro is stupid, bro. If he did, he did. He going get executed, bro. I'm sorry, bro. If you mess with Sakura, bro, and she would try to say sorry and all that, bro, then... Okay, so I hear from Toko Hiro, what next? I definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe I should find out more about the protein can we found on the floor of the record room. Maybe, like, I feel like it's gotta be like, if that can is poison or something, like if that's what the whole thing is, I'm sure it might have come from the cemetery lab. So where should I start? To the lab. To the lab. We gotta do our homework. I feel like that can have to be poison. And that's why like the Monokuma file said like she was like vomiting blood. No. Yes. Oh, what? Mikoto, do you have your eye on the Synchrony lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say, yes sir, I understand. Oh no. I meant to say yes. Yes, bitch. That's what I meant to say, bro. Cause you are one. He completely is one, bro. Let me look at this real quick. This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a close look at it. It looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf, but more impossible right now. What's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. Somebody got footprints. Somebody surely stepped into this. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder come from? It looks like the bottle have a lid on it. Chemical C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning, checking things out at that point. This room wasn't like this. Then this powder might have been split.
So in other words...
That's right, it could only have been around the time of the incident. If that really is where it happened, it might be related to the case somehow. Source of powder. Okay. Big footprints. There are footprints. And they're only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to scan out the floor plans. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. Of course, you gotta use my own fucking shoes. Great. You gotta use my old fucking sneakers. What Mikoto? What shoes did Mikoto have, bro? Like, what is it, bro? With a summary smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen. What? Well, let's go. Chop chop. Okay, fellow bitch. Okay. So I got to work, and before looking, I drawed up a scan of the room. So how's this? Not bad for you, I mean. For me? So, when you look at it like this, interesting. It would arrive that whoever left these footprints only had business at leftmost shelf. They came in and went straight to that shelf. did whatever they have to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints might be...
Certainly possible.
Makoto, are they yours? No!
What?
Okay then, let me see your shoe, and I confirm the size for myself. Bro, these look like Bigfoot prints, like not my shoes. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quickly didn't. What Byakuya said, I see, your feet do arrive to be too big. Do I have foot? Hold up. Unfortunately, but with how clear these paintings are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. Then these prints are a really fair clue. Bro, these look like Bigfoot feet. This is not me. Miyako think he got jokes. He do not got no jokes. Get that mess out of here. Something else? Did we already check this, bro? If you lay out the footprints, they look like this. And when you look at the Patreon, however, let these behind went to the chef on the left, and that's it. They went straight there, did something, and then left. That according to the footprints anywhere. The prints are really clear, so it shouldn't be too hard to figure out who they are. Which means these footprints are a super foul clue. Okay. Wait, what? There's a bunch of yellow powder standing on the floor. I better not leave a footprint. I should probably take a good hard look at that powder. There are bits of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. You're also a reminder of a broken bottle. It looks like the bottle was let see. Okay, based on the properties of the prints, whoever it was only went. We already read this. According to Byakuya, the power would have to have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I could tell for now. Okay. Okay, let me do this. Let's see what's on the shelf. Oh! Okay, that one got chemical 9. That one got C9. Chemical A1, chemical, and then chemical A2 or something. There are all kinds of distance support meds and different medicine. Protein drink we found in the record room probably come from this shelf. All the contracts on this shelf are led with a letter A and a number. I guess I can consider this part of the shelf until select A. But wait. There's one poison here that leads to medicine C9. Could someone have put it here on the accident? So this shelf is... look like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are. That's regretful, but simply, they're used in experiments to bring above a chemical reaction. However, you live in such an annoyance for so long, it might truly be blessed. Isn't that kind of harsh? What do you think studying science and mathematics have no particular appreciation in the real world? The world of a lifelong loser, which I support suitably you will. I didn't ever say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now, I need to focus on the shelf. All the trays on his shelves are led with the letter B and number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelf until select B. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case, I don't think I have to worry too much about the shelf. Okay, what about C? Okay. Yeah, this got poison. Oh yeah, this one got like a lot of dangerous chemicals, bro. One look and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. They look like poison in the powder similes. All the constraints on this shelves are led with letter C. Letter K. Yeah, letter C in a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelves until select C. I should try to find out more about this shelf until it looked like it's split into 3 selections. Selection A have distance support meds. Select B have regrets, and Select C have lens to chemicals. Sakura might have gotten the protein powder from Select A. No, unless that powder we saw was poison. But what coincidence me? What concerns me is that in Select A there was a bottle with a lid from Select C. What was a bottle of poison from Select C doing in Select A? Did someone mess it up? There's definitely something going on there. I'm a little confused. Already taking a good look at the selection lab. Maybe I should take another look around the recording room. Okay. I feel like that's gotta be a little confusing because it's about chemicals and stuff. What you got?
I see.
Makoto, I admit, you have a good eye for spotting useful clues. But you also need to learn how to make use of those clues. I do make use to them. He be talking. He don't even be knowing what he's talking about. He be talking. Oh my god, bro. What do you mean? How you be using those clues in trials?
Hey,
A while to find this room. So, Makoto, how your investigation going? I told Kyoto what Toko and Hiro have told me.
see.
I see, so along with Miyaka, they both claim they didn't go to see it first. But it's all too convenient. Someone might be lying. Someone's lying.
Anyway,
Well, I made some progress on my own. Sakura Bai, the shelf in the magazines, and the Makuma bottle. These 3 things have revealed new clues. You do well to look them over one more time. Okay? Let's start with... Let me check the magazines. Kyoto said the magazine shelf was hidden a clue of some kind. Clue. What? Oh! Wow, somebody put that magazine backwards. Huh? This magazine is upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident?
hey,
If something catch your eye, it's impossible for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I bet that the Infinity magazine that flipped it through it. Oh wow, okay, so oh wow, so Toko was in this room. Toko was in this room, bruh. This is on one of the pages near the symmetry on the magazine. A word had been wrote in blood. Bright and bold blood letters. And it says Toko. Yeah, Toko was in this room, bruh. Could this be a dying message? Nah. It will arrive, you found it. Kyoto, is this?
so
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. A dying message. But what the freak? Bro. The only way Toko even have a chance, if she, like, I don't know, swapped to Jedi Jap. But I only thought she killed boys.
However,
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. I was already like that. I mean, it was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it for the brief feed of the others who might come over. Hey, is that's Toko, right? Yeah, it looked like. Oh no. What the heck? Did she kill her, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet. Oh jeez, bro. It's Sig. She's the killer for sure. And that conclusion evidence, right? We could use it to cord the killer. I can see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more suspicious. Nah, I don't think it's Soko, cause like, Jessica Jill kill boys, bro. Like, oh, I don't know, bro. I think Kyoto said she found a new clue involving the Makuma bottles. Something new.
hey,
So, did you find it out? There's a hidden hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay closely attention. You sure to find it. Okay, correlate. Hey, Kyoto, can't you just tell me what it is? Oh my god, bro. I know Kyoto, like, man, are we serious? Like,
so...
I don't mind guiding you towards the clue, but giving you my concerned conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusion so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? She like, man, if you don't let me speak these like proper spiritual words, no answer. I do trust you to a degree. Otherwise, I would have told you anything to the beginning. Only to a degree. Oh my god, bro. Actually, there's one other thing about my Kuma bottles that bothers me. I like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? Experiment?
Anyway...
Could you gather up all the pieces of the broken Makuma balls? Try to get the small pieces too. Huh? Are you sure? It's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
That doesn't matter.
I already done it through investigation, so it's fine. And that obviously Miyaka not here, so yeah. Anyway, I need to get something from the Semki lab. Why go? Try to gather up all the glass. With that, Kyoto led the room. I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I better just do it. Like, can you give us some gloves? Like, for this, bro? I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken balls pieces. And just as I finish up, sorry to keep you waiting.
So then...
Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. So, what kind of experiment are we doing?
In other words...
I got a scale from the Semiki lab. We're going to use it to compare weight. The weight? The weight of what? Oh, is he seeing like could be like hard enough to, I don't know, make her like bleed or injure her or something? Pieces of glass you collected, and one of the Makuma balls that's still innocent. Why do you want to do that? The point of the experiment, it makes sense. When we're done.
Listen.
First, let's compare the weight of two of the normal Maikuma bottles. Oh, they're both the same height. It's about.
In other words,
Which means each Maikuma bottle weighed about the same. Which makes sense. Maikuma figures inside are basically the same and nothing else could really affect the weight.
so then,
Now, here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. And now when might we expect to see? Well, nothing Kazum would be. Either they balance out, or the piece I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there.
so then,
Okay then, let's give it a try. Oh, what? Huh? The broken pieces are heavier? What? So did it injure her? Okay, so it confirmed that definitely injured her, but I feel like I don't know, why is she bleeding blood though? Unless is this true, like maybe she with bleeding blood, maybe like she was hit on the head so badly that the bleeding, you know. How is that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought. What?
In other words,
The results of our experiment in the correlation between each of the bottles
Hey.
put all together, I believe you will arrive at one very astute conclusion. So, what do you think? It's all on you. According to Kyoto, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's
just
body.
a second.
Just stare off into space isn't going to help you figure out anything out. Well, yeah, I know, but
Hey,
don't you think you might need to actually examine the body?
whew,
There's no getting around it. Unlike me, Kyoto didn't recall at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's kind of thing I grow probably used to. Although there are still some time. I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
it's true.
That's totally normal. Then how can you?
So,
I imagine it's because I have pair of ultimate to touch bodies in the past. What? See, I believe she's the ultimate detective, and that's why, you know, she's so used to this stuff, you know? Sorry, never mind. More importantly, look here. Her shoes! Bro, when I told you, it had to be poison because how the world... So that means she was in the infirmary, and did she get the poison herself, bro?
correct.
You see, the yellow powder on her instep. Yeah, it's really standing
I
out.
see.
That powder is clue number one. Yellow powder have been added to... Yo, what?
Hey.
Next is the wound to her head. Look carefully.
It's true.
Actually, even telling you that is an incredibly difficult spot, so let me just play damn.
It would seem.
There would arrive that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead recovered 2 blows to the head. 2 blows?
Indeed.
Interesting, what you say. And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trail of blood on either one. Both of her hands?
It's true.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. Okay. I can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoto could have put that off. Oh wow, class trial already? Damn, we actually did this in one recording! See, this is what happens if you don't call me for stuff. Like, shoot. Yeah, I'm surprised too. Like, we did this in all one recording. Like,
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your
you were
investigation was
sleeping?
just so
Ah,
boring,
nah,
I
bro
couldn't
was
stay
doing
awake.
this. Bro was doing this his turn time.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah, you caught me sleeping. Alright, anyway.
You sleeping with your eyes open, bro? Like, what?
Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I?
Yeah.
Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
I still can't believe we did. Technically, we did the full investigation scene in one recording. Alright, already time, but the mystery of the locker room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen in the class trial. You know, I don't know, I really feel like it's suicide. I don't know, if either that or they did do something. Like, no, not whatever happens, I have to make something happen. Shit, bro. Let's go. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this. It's barely even A1, bro. Like, we lost all the good characters. Now we just gotta stick with Hida, Hiro, and Miyako and Toko. I mean, good thing Kyoto's still alive. So we still got one good character left. I mean, Hida's good, but she just, she's annoying a little low-key. And then... the ultimate martial... Oh, wait, hold on. The ultimate martial artist. A locker room mystery. What the... Oh, I just recently discovered the power of the emotions. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you told a smiling face, it turned positive.
Yes, indeed.
For example, you are at a picture, and you find a dead body XD. Is this just a plain creep?
Well?
And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put in a sad face, it makes it look super negative.
Yes, indeed.
For example, do you have 100 friends? He's right, that doesn't make it seem sad.
Can't wait. I can't
Now
wait.
then, please get on the elevator. I see you all down there. What the hell was that? I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How could you act so costly after murdering someone?
Don't look at me!
I don't think I'm acting casually.
Don't be mean!
I didn't murder anyone. Hero. It's over, bruh. It's over, bruh. Shut up, bruh. Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer? Get her out of here, too. Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt one of us is the culprit. Killer, the one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know. And yet someone killed her. It's so crazy that we got through the investigation so quickly. Usually it takes me a while, but usually it just be like I'd be out of the room when this stuff happens. And that person is here. A person, one of us. Alright, so let's have our talk. Byakuya, the culprit is one of us. Make no mistake about that. Alright, whatever. Because I didn't do it! How many times do I have to tell you? How can you just stand there and say you didn't do it? However, whatever it ever breaks a sweat.
Hey.
Staying right here isn't going to do it. Good, let's get going.
Don't look at me!
I said it before, I say it again. It wasn't me! Yeah, I think it was you. Let's go. Made my way to the elevator. But with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chill fear running through trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, I never get any easier. We climb into our steel prison totally silent. We watch the door close. Feel it begin its sinister deceit. Dude, look at this and compare how all these students within the elevator. Now we barely even got anyone. The elevator lower and near it all too familiar just out. I feel low and low. And as silently as always. The ride was over. The door opened once again. Bro, did the career let's speak about some real stuff, bro. Oh. That's so few, you might be low. Oh, you say that like it's not your fault, we're all that left. I wonder, well, the class trial ends with one less classmate again, or... Oh my god, bro. Like, we need to speak some real stuff. Did the career like these characters or something? And that's why they're the only ones, like, left, bro? Well, your school life comes to an end completely. Now then, are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. And so the contract opens for the fourth time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deceit, a deadly betrayal. A deadly rail, a deadly defense, and a deadly fate. A deadly class trial. Alright, let me save. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna stop here and record the rest of this in the afternoon because, yeah.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Oh fuck. Ah jeez, I forgot to comment my hold up. I forgot to comment my mic. Damn.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one...
We're all dead. Like, literally, we're all dead. And this gotta be the whole entire class, because freaking, it's barely even the 8 of us.
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will...
Wait, this is me, or do he got Egyptian stuff in the background?
Now then, where to begin?
We already know who did it.
Sorry, the Egyptian stuff were throwing me off, low-key.
Oh, deja vu.
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her.
Whoa, chill. We gotta deal with this first. Hold up.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Damn. Hina seemed really sure that one of those 3 is the killer. But she might have some reason for believing that. Yeah. Hina account.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
Okay, I gotta remember. Triangle? Yeah. Yep, okay.
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Okay, yeah.
Is that it?
That doesn't make any sense.
That's
Yikes.
the only reason you have for accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get.
Okay, they're already acting stupid in here. Okay.
It was one of you.
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
Nope, there's more. There's more. There's absolutely more. Actually, there's more. You guys supposed to be
Another
there
reason
with
you suspect
Sakura.
them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those
Damn, we're
three
already
killed
starting
her.
off a hero already acting stupid, bro. I can't agree with Hina. There's good reasons to suspect all three of them. Then does that mean one of them did? Okay, another one? Damn, okay, another one. Pocket trap? Oh. Okay, let me focus.
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them, there's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
Same here.
Oh!
No!
Hero, why were you lying? He'd be like, wait, what? What do you mean? I saw that.
Hero, when we were talking,
Bro,
you dropped a small piece of paper, remember?
dude, there is no way, bro. Bro immediately thought like he was in that right by saying like, no, I did go. Bro, no, you did.
It was
Definitely,
right
you
with
did.
red
We got you in 4K.
What's that got to do with anything?
He's like, damn, hold up.
Polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's
Be quiet, bro.
Ever since
Be
we got
quiet.
into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hero, where did you get that piece of candy?
Right, hero?
From Sakura. It's the only explanation.
You got an explanation, hero? Cause it seemed like we're right.
yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When? When did she give it to you?
Right, when, bro?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
Nope, no, bro. But what? But wait, Hero said can't be right. Because Sakura could only have gotten the candy after an incident in the nurse office. And the reason I know that is, Hero got... Okay, Sakura loved candy too much. When Sakura got that candy... Hero got the candy from Hina. No.
I got it!
Yeah, this.
I'm not sure about that, Hero.
What button was it? Okay, this is the button. Thank you, God. Okay. Sorry, guys. The reason why that happened is because basically when I plugged in my microphone into the PS5, yeah, for some reason it get loose sometimes. So sometimes it tells me it's not connected. And when I was trying to reconnect it, it was in the middle of that scene. So, yeah. Yeah, so... yeah. Anyway, let's continue.
Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy until after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Oh, yep. So, Hero, why you lying? Why you lying, bro? What you do?
What I meant was,
What you meant with what, bro? It's over. What you do?
oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room.
Oh my
Got a
god,
problem with
bro.
that?
Why the sudden hostility?
Well, we just talked, that's all. I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me.
Why I feel like that's also a lie, bro.
Suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious. It's not just normal hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof.
What?
Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
Wait, what? He probably means about in the magazine. Did bro wrote it? So he will blame it on Toko? So that means Bro. Toko was lying too. Damn, they was really lying out here. You were really lying out here. Did Byakuya I don't think Byakuya gone. Nah, I feel like it was either Hiro and Toko. Bro, so did he wrote that thing in the magazine so he can get her off the track? Oh my god, like, Cause how else suddenly he realized that?
She had written out Toko in her own blood, right?
Oh, you know about he was in the crime scene.
It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
Nah.
See?
Nah, now all suddenly he was like, yeah, a dying message. He wrote that crap down.
No
He wrote it
way.
down.
I didn't do it.
You just don't know when you're beat, do you?
Hero, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Right. Right, hold up.
When we found Ogre's body. Duh.
What?
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime.
Right, bro. There's no way. He was not even doing no investigation. He didn't even. He posted not even know that was in the investigation. Like low
So
key.
it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Bro wrote it. Low key, bro wrote it. Huh? Hold on. But when Kyoto found the magazine with the message in it, it was above the shelf on the magazine shelf above the what? On the magazine. What? What is these options? What? On the
I got it!
What was that?
Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
Was that just me, or that was like two dumb options right there, and in the middle was an obvious option? I was so confused. I was like, what? What? What other way to say this? What? Oh my god.
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
Right.
That's true. Then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense.
No, it doesn't at all.
Doesn't make sense?
He tried to make it make sense, but it wasn't
Everything I
working,
said
bro.
makes perfect sense.
It wasn't working. There's definitely something strange about it. Kyoto found the dying message during the investigation, in which case, that clearly contradicts what Hiro told us.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Wait, what? Oh. Oops, there's no one.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
No, it's not. See, hold up. On the message shelf, had been put back upside down inside the.
Exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Yeah, alright. I was like, what? Nah, bro, it was upside down.
When Sakura's body
It was you!
found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby.
Dude, no wonder. Wait, no wonder that thing was upside down. Of course, it was Hiro!
That's where Kyoko found it.
Hiro's too stupid to put a magazine back up correctly, bro.
And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then.
Caught you. And no wonder Maxie was upside down. You can't even put it correctly.
Tell us the truth, Hiro.
You were too busy trying to duck and run.
Hold on! You're focusing on the wrong part!
Nah,
Why
we're
does it
focusing
matter
on the
when I
right
saw
part.
it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is! Toko!
What? What was that? What was that saying, bro? That saying was off. You didn't speak
I don't
English.
even know where to begin with that one.
Beaver. He did not speak no English.
Trying to confuse us. Actually, Can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Right, I feel like it's Hero, cause why were you trying to throw us off the track?
Yeah?
Why were you trying to get us on that's like her dying message? I feel like it's him.
I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message.
Nah, bro, it was you. For some reason, you know how to do it.
100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
That's not a good... No, bro. Without a doubt. No, literally, I do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. Wait, what? Oh, now? Now? Okay, let me focus. Okay.
Show me the proof. I'm at least
walk in! Oh.
Get him up, let him get up, Fight back, nigga!
There's no way I'm fucking up these controls. There's no way I'm fucking up on these controls. What is lock in, reload, triangle, attack, but bro. Okay. X, lock on, triangle, square. Put square and then push triangle to attack. Okay. Ready? Okay. Lock on. Now.
Give it a rest.
Now.
I'm at least 30% right.
Now.
The occultist bullcrap.
Now. Lock in.
The end is nigh. I'm at least 30% right. The occultist bullcrap.
Oh my god.
The end is nigh.
Oh my god.
I can't hear you.
Lock in. I am not losing this.
The occultist bullcrap. Give it a rest.
Again, there is no way I was losing that
Show me the
against
proof.
him.
This should prove it.
Oh my god, bro.
I almost lost to a bullet time battle. To a dumbass, bro. Like, a bro that barely even ties his shoes. Let's look here. Like a bro that smoked tree 24/7. Like, I almost lost to a bullet time battle to that. Yeah, that's a code to lock in.
That was crazy.
Completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger, but both of her hands were completely free of blood.
So what?
Who did write it?
Hero could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Why say he wrote it himself? Come on, Marley, we got you a 4K.
He admits it.
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
You admit to killing her? Hold up, what?
Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there...
Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple of other people to meet as well. Okay. Would you like a piece of candy? It might help giving you some energy. Oh, sure, thanks.
That's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence.
Okay.
Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm going to end it today. I'm going to end everything. Oh, wow.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me.
No, bro, she would not try to kill you. She would probably try to do something else. Like, I don't know, say something.
She was gonna kill me and make her escape.
She would not about to kill you.
So of course I freaked out.
So this is his coward. This is literally his cowardly side coming in, bro. Really?
I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head.
Bro.
I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening.
Bro.
Then she just went limp.
I don't even think that killed her, bro. I feel like she was still alive, okay.
Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
So he was a coward, bro. Low key.
I hope you die!
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura.
Okay, but did my come up supposed to give him that low key, so he is gonna get off that easy?
You're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
I thought that what he said, roast me and boil me. I thought that's low key what he said.
I think there's more to Hero's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
Wait! There was handprints on the locker. Was that Toko? Hold up, could that been Toko or something?
Story just now doesn't explain. And until we figured that part out,
Right, why he write it Toko? I feel like he just wrote Toko to just be Toko. So what is it that Hero did that doesn't make sense? What he would have had to do after writing the message, it doesn't make sense. Why he didn't use Sakura finger? Why the magazine was hid? Why he picked Toko?
Nope.
Nah. Why the magazine was in? Yeah, why the magazine was in.
Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden. By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf.
Oh.
Why would you take the time to write that message? Then stick it somewhere we might not find it.
Oh. Wait, yeah, it should have been like, if he wrote it, it should have been somewhere so we supposed to be seeing it. Not back at the magazine. And plus, it's upside down.
Well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Wait, hold up.
Really?
He's lying!
Is it Toko? Again, because we saw handprints on the locker, so that could be Toko, probably. That had to be Toko. Bro, this is...
I don't see any reason he would
Toko would probably lie that she wasn't there either.
He's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
Oh, Tokyo. Tokyo. You got some explaining to do, bro. Yeah, you got some explaining to do, bro. We caught you with also in 4K. Dude, they were really lying, bro. They were trying to lie so badly.
Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Is he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room? Why would I have... Wait, but more important, that doesn't even matter. We already know who did it, right? Hero just admitted it.
That's right.
Yeah, he admitted that, but...
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious. That's just... I don't believe it.
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time.
Why, but okay.
We haven't reached the end of the case just yet. Hiro isn't the real killer. I have to prove that. Alright, let me get my triggers. Alright. Oh, wow. Wow, we got a lot. State of the body.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her...
Suffer from 2 blows to the head, not 1. No blow was found on each of her.
Once. Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh! Oh wait, because she was suffering from 2 blows to the head, right?
The bottle shattered.
Right.
She won't live.
See? Isn't it obvious? Hero really is the killer!
Hold up. What? Ah, bruh. Yeah, I need to get these things out of here. They're ruining. What? I keep
And you
forgetting.
only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once.
Diet.
No, it's wrong. If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had
Why?
2
Come on, bro.
2?
Yep.
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
But I only hit her once.
Byakuya, I know Byakuya ain't talking. He literally messed with a dead body, so...
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Hold on! How can you know that just from some cuts on her head?
You were snake, bro. You 2 were snakes, bro. You hit her over the head.
She was attacked twice? With 2 Monokuma bottles?
Yes.
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves.
Yep, the weight.
There's something very suspicious about those bottles. Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right? And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy.
For sure. Because of the weight difference.
If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
Yep. The correlation between the Monokuma bottles feel like it's starting to become clear. That connection might be it's the attention that the Monokuma figures inside each bottle is holding. Wait, what? What is it? Oh, a horse? A horse? Hold up. Because chest, right? Yeah, chest. Yeah, chest pieces. Chess pieces.
That's it! The chess pieces!
Yes.
Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop,
Yep.
pawn.
Yep.
I definitely remember seeing each of those.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember.
Oh, yeah.
So, what's that matter?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain. In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn.
That's crazy how, yeah, it's basically
What was
the
left intact at the crime
people of the
scene were
kingdom,
king,
basically.
rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4. And on the ground was the knight.
That means the other one had to, the other one had to be the queen.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while one apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Yeah, shogi is way better.
Yeah.
Bro.
Wait, no.
Bro, you two just throw this whole case off, bro.
Let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in.
Okay, wait, and then the bottle that was missing. They were broken. It was completely inches. Wait, then the bottle that was missing. It was a sight? It was broken? Yeah, it was broken.
The bottle must have been broken.
What makes you so sure?
Because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Right.
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken bottle at the scene.
Oh!
Evidence.
Wait, hold up. What's it? We saw this. Nah, that had to be... Hold up. Was it this, bro?
I got it!
Okay, what's this?
Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles. And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is... there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
Right.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime.
So that means the bottle that she used was completely broken.
But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles
Oh.
along with the figure inside.
Ew.
But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces. Which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
There can be no doubt that the second missing Monokuma ball is involved in this case. It might have been used by some blow. Sakura first attacker, Sakura second attacker. Sakura second attacker?
I got it!
Yeah, Sakura second
The
attacker.
bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
Right.
The second wound on Sakura's
That's really
head
crazy
came
they
from that
attacked.
second
That's so
bottle.
sad they attacked it like Sakura 2 times, bro. Like,
Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
I'm sorry, bro. Like, if they was just nice to Sakura, they wouldn't have to be worried about this, low key. Like, Hero don't do anything, but Toko, like, I'm sorry, bro. If you were just like, I don't know, not annoying and something, bro, like, you would have been scared of her in the beginning, bro. Now you were all scared, and now you hit somebody over the head that wasn't about to do anything to you, like, low key.
They wanted to make it look like there was only
But I
one
did.
So they had
The
to
way
get
how
rid of
Sakura
their
looked, I would be scared too, like, low key. But the other hand, just
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait, I admit, maybe
Hey,
it
we
was
saw-
a second attack, but
and we saw handprints, so we also got you in 4K.
there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
Actually, technically, there is evidence he was there.
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her.
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am. Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
Oh my
It
god.
was right after I got Ogre's note.
Okay.
I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to take it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
You
Pretty
did?
soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
That's because you were probably in the...
now decided to share
Right,
that with
like,
us?
hold up, yeah, right, like,
I
what?
was shocked of thinking I killed someone. I forgot all about it.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
She was probably in that
Don't know
locker.
what you're talking about.
I bet you she was probably in the locker.
I'm sure she didn't disappear.
Right.
Maybe she found somewhere to hide.
She was hiding in the locker. She was hiding in the locker.
Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous.
Girl, we saw fingerprints and everything. You're not slick.
Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
So we're firming now. Okay. No, it's not ridiculous at all. I need proof that shows Toko was hiding in the rec room. And I have it. She left there for anyone to find. What? A new element having added to the bullets of the... Oh, alright, let me focus on this. So far, you probably be pushing triangle button during your final strike without a second thought. But from now on, you're going to have to pay a little extra attention to your finished blow. Now you have to choose the proper troop. Are we serious, bro? You selected it the same way during the non-stop debate, simply passing the L1 button. Oscillate the debate if your logical difficulty is set to con and you have few bullets to choose from. But for education purposes, we're going to protest you to set to medium rightfully, just this once, okay? By the way, you're about halfway through the game. What? What? Wait, hold up, what? I'm way half through the game? What? Is next chapter gonna be the final chapter or something? What? Okay, that's crazy how a tutorial fourth wall broke you. Okay, now go you. Like, what? Well then, good luck, have fun. I'm way half through the game, bro. Are there like 5 chapters or something? Let me focus, come on. Let me focus, okay, focus.
It's a lie.
Focus. Okay, focus.
This should prove it.
Guys, oh my god, I really do need to lock in. That was 2 times that happened.
Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker?
Halfway through the game and still having problems with the mechanics of the class trial. That is so crazy.
They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking.
Oh my
Does
god.
this handprint look familiar, Toko?
Right.
It doesn't.
Okay,
Really?
then. Let's just
Okay.
compare it to your hand, shall we?
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Right, bro, like, come on.
Handprint.
Alright, you admitted it too.
She just straight up admitted it.
Weird, like we did say it to another person an hour ago.
Then you killed Sakura.
There we go, who is this again?
No, I swear, there's no way.
I bet you, she's looking for that person, bro.
Probably did kill her.
Oh my god.
Straight up again.
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Ah,
Give us the
jeez.
details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Talk. Now.
I
Damn.
read Sakura's note.
Wait is he doing this on his command? Damn.
Went into the rec room.
She really do this on Bianca command, bro.
I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on. So I figured I'd just sneak in first.
And then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yeah, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that was awkward.
Just imagine, bro, just imagine you were hiding and you saw a person write your name in a book, bro.
That's awkward.
So
Yeah,
after you left, I
pretty
jumped
much,
out of the
bro.
locker
That was awkward.
and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all
Damn.
that.
Why did you attack Sakura?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And
Bro.
when I turned around,
Oh.
there
Oh.
was Sakura.
Oh, right in the face.
Red and staring right at me.
Wait, what happened if she was just checking on her? Wait, what happened if she was just checking on her? You just think like, oh, she was, oh my god, she was about to kill me or something. Like, bro.
When I saw all that blood, I fainted. Right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Her, you mean? Oh, did just like Jill hit her, bro?
Guess who's back?
Wrong time, bro. So you hit her, bro. What?
It's your fault after all.
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories.
What? Okay, I mean, I get why. Maybe because like it's multiple personalities, so.
So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake.
Again, no wonder, like when people were trying to figure out her identity, no wonder they couldn't figure it out because, again, don't share the same memories, so we can't even put that together.
Paying me a visit, I wonder. So I opened my eyes to see.
Again, she would.
Everywhere. I was not.
She would probably worry. She would just probably worry about you.
Well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find.
Man, this is bad. They both disrespected Sakura, bro.
Sakura was just worried about me.
Right, like low-key, they both just disrespected her, bro. Right on the jump.
Thanks to her,
Now
I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever.
And when it was all
Man,
over,
Chuck.
you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman. Go down. I wanted to be
I'm sorry, that's not funny, but damn, I really something shoot. She really said like, I am not about to die just because I killed a girl, bro.
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag
Damn.
me into it.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem.
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Damn.
Hey, come on. That's, you know. But anyway,
You two,
I'm not the one that killed Ogre.
like you.
So that's good.
Oh my god, bro, that's good, but bro. So that's good. Keep talking like that, and going, yeah. You two forgot something. He is pissed off.
That's that.
He is pissed off, bro. You say like, oh, that's good. He like, bro, what, like, huh? I thought for sure you have some words for Hero in that one. Yeah.
What's wrong? Come on, everyone, we're ready to vote, right?
Something wrong. She rushing this. Hold up.
Not quite yet.
She rushing this. I don't even think it's these two, like, because she was bleeding blood, right? So it's like she was vomiting blood, right? I feel like that gotta be poison. But how though? Did she get herself, or did something happen?
Not yet? Why not yet?
Nah, you're rushing this. Something
Do
wrong.
you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd? Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
It wasn't?
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Wishing my command, darling.
It's not over yet, isn't it? The one who killed Sakura is... Oh wow. Okay, so we already did this in the body. Okay, hold up.
I was just sleeping peacefully.
Sakura body.
And all of a
I need to look at this. Hold up, Sakura body. Sakura was found dead, sitting in a chair. Straight up blood was around her mouth, proceeding from when she vomited blood.
Sudden Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
Find the shelf. Okay, so that was right. I was like, what?
We found Sakura sitting upright.
That's
in a
because
chair.
of the vomiting blood, right?
If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
Ah.
So, you finally noticed.
Yep.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
You sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
That had to be it. The evidence proof there was an attack in front of the magazine shelf is this blood. This blood stain, right?
I got it!
Yeah.
Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stain by the magazine.
That means she
proof
has
of
to
that.
been moving at some point, right?
And she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors. There's no way I can move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Okay, alright, whatever, bro.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained.
Alright. We need to explain the powder, the poison, the protein drink. We need to explain all of that.
We can't say this case has been properly settled.
Right.
That part's easy. After she killed...
So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door? And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, I don't think that's possible.
Wait, what?
Even before we opened the door to the rec room, we
Oh!
both got a look inside.
Oh, we're talking about when we founded the body. Okay, never mind.
And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
You wanna know, that make a little sense, but we saw fingerprints on the locker, though. So that means this had to happen, like, I don't know, before time.
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
Wait, did that mean...
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
That's because you're overlooking vital information.
Yeah, could we really be missing something so important? If there's enough possibilities, but it's explanation. Maybe it's... Okay, what else do we got? Yellow powder, Monokuma file, Hina's account. Okay.
What was it that killed Ogre? It wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack. What was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
So
Wait,
you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
yellow powder. Hey, alright.
According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood.
Right.
I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death.
That means poison probably had to be
In
involved.
fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottle, she cut the inside of her mouth.
If that's all it
Nah.
was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood.
Right.
Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
Eating chicken there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
See? Yep.
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
There might be a mistake, I feel like it. Still.
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
What?
Quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Okay.
Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Damn.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
Oh.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties
Wait,
don't
he
matter.
actually got
What does
that?
matter is where I found it.
Did you find it?
The
Yeah.
shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In Section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
Yep.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
The bottle of poison Bianca just showed us. I'm sure I know where it got it. It was on the same shelf as all the superiors I'm supposed. Okay, so let me pull up. Damn, can I at least... A?
I got it!
Yeah, because it was on the A
Poison was
section.
actually in Section A, wasn't
Yep.
You just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
Ah.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
What? Oh, nah, bro. Okay. Goodbye, Bianca. It's time for you to go, cause... Damn, he actually drunk it? Bianca put the bottle of poison in his lips and...
Master!
We were so shocked at what we were seeing, all we could do is stand there and watch. As if it was the most natural thing in the world. Bianca was as calm as ever.
That tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make
Bro,
him
and the
spit
way
it out.
she said that, like...
Flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Wait, is it not poison?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Oh, he actually drank a protein. He actually drank a protein
Can I see
drink.
that bottle for a second?
Oh, sure. Do whatever you like.
Okay, Kyoto took the bottle from Bianca and scraped out a bit of concept with one finger. She touched her finger to her
This
tongue.
is It's protein powder.
Oh. Huh?
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein
We
powder.
saw protein back in that room, though.
Which makes one wonder. The poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
Okay. So yeah, damn, did Sakura took it? Cause she had yellow powder on her shoes. The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder, which would mean that the concentration the poison might have been in could be. Oh my god, another one? Okay, I'm totally gonna die. This one again? I don't know. Okay, No. And I died. Great, I died.
I refuse to give up yet! I refuse to give up yet!
Protein drink. Oh my god, bro. I thought that said protein nutrients for a minute. Nah, it's protein drink.
If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched.
Oh.
So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can.
Oh. Wait, we saw a protein drink back in, like, so is that the poison?
Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison. Holy crap!
Okay, never mind.
All they had to do was hand her something.
Never mind, okay, never mind.
She was happy to drink the poison herself.
Something at the scene. A protein drink. Cup of water might come. No, a protein drink. Yeah, a protein drink.
You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
Of protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
Yep.
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
No? I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison.
Damn.
I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
For real? Who was it?
Wait, was it Hina?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two
Hold up, was it
materials
Hina?
in the chem lab.
Is it Hina or something? The evidence that showed who swapped them had to be... It might be what we found in front of the shop. Oh my god, you want me talking about Bigfoot? Oh my god.
That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
We could have said the powder. We could have said the powder that will lead to the footprints, but no.
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison.
Okay.
The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem.
Oh.
All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me.
Damn, so it is her.
The footprints.
Damn.
They're mine.
Damn, so... Man.
Hina?
But did... Bro, did you...
If
I
you're
don't
all
know,
gonna find out anyway,
Did you just want to get her out of her misery or
I'd
something,
rather you hear
or...
it straight from me, you know?
Ogre's killer was...
But why, though?
I did it. I killed Sakura.
Nah, I can't... See, it can't be you, because why were you all admitting it all suddenly?
The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers.
But why, though?
And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
Thinking, huh? The only people who were sneaking here are... Wait, what? Bikoto and Byakuya, Bikoto...
I got it! Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
Oh, the footprints might be... Makoto, are they yours? No! Okay then, let me see your shoes, and I confirm their sizes for myself. No wonder he would check into... He knew it probably... He knew it would probably, like, Hina's shoes.
Just Hina.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began.
Right.
You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
Okay. I don't know, maybe he...
I can't believe it.
I don't think she did, bro.
What can't you believe?
Well, it's just... The two of them were so close.
Right.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way.
Bro.
Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction.
Yeah, but I don't think she's a snake like you. I feel like something went down.
Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us.
Nah. See, it's like, I don't think she's a snake like you. I feel like something's
I
up.
have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Hina, is it
Did you
true?
really
Oh, wait.
kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink.
Oh, was she trying to put her out of her misery or something?
But went to get the powder from the chem lab. It just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she drowned it. All at once. And then...
Hold it!
Oh, what?
I'm not convinced.
I mean, I'm not convinced either. Be honest, I don't think it's her. I feel like... I don't know, I still feel like...
You're not.
But who else could it be? Is this like Sakura? But how would she know unless she... I don't know.
You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the...
The reason why Byakuya is saying all this, because he never had a friend in his life. He never had friends in life. I can already tell, bro.
For another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
But again, I don't think she's a snake like you. I feel like something
but I'm
up.
still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism. But
Right.
there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create
Oh.
Well,
Right, how you do it?
that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
Yes, completely. So Miko can animate it and, you know,
concerns me.
well, if Miko didn't do that, that means you didn't do it, bro.
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint?
Right.
It's too obvious. Too easy.
Right.
It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
That was...
Right.
I was just nervous. So...
Nah. It's Sakura. But I don't know how did she figure this out. But low-key, she did, I don't know.
You didn't notice?
Right.
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail?
Hey, explain to us a
Tell us
little.
more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please. I'd like to know too.
Right.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that he
Man,
is the
Byakuya,
culprit.
shut up, bruh.
There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else.
We're all
could
gonna die because of
possibly
him. Because low-key, he's just be like, oh well, okay. Bro, this would be like, it's like, oh well, okay, you keep going with that. I'm still gonna stick on my decision. She did. Bro, no, we're gonna all die because of you. Be quiet.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to section A and got the protein powder. And that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that,
Okay.
I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf.
I feel like she's lying somewhere though.
And because of that,
But see, the
everything I did
protein,
got found out.
like, it's had to probably be like the, I don't know. I don't know, bro.
That story you just told. First you went to section C to get the poison. Then moved to section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from section C to section A. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
She knits up the sentence. I feel like the sentences are, like, wrong. But if that's true, isn't that a little strange?
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
Oh my god.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
Until you be quiet, bro. Just let me focus. How long? Until we figure it out. Until I discover the full truth of this case. Right, let me be quiet. Let me focus. Hold up. Okay, footprints. Chemistry lab. Okay, let me hear the lies first.
First I went to section C.
Okay.
That's when I grabbed the poison.
Okay.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
Alright.
I moved from section C to section A. And
Okay.
that's where I switched the powders. Once I was done switching them, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back in section A.
Something's
Then I
wrong.
took the bottle with the poison in it
Hold up.
and left the chem lab. That's all there is to it.
Honestly, that's enough. How much longer must we tolerate this?
Ah, yeah, it is.
It's part of the
Yeah,
window
because
from
it was in the
Rec
record
Room
room, we
doors,
saw that familiar glass.
right?
Yep. He really did not see that, bro?
Light blue, just like that. So
Oh,
I think that
Bianca was
must be
ready to
it.
fail, bro. He did not see that?
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
Right.
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
When was it the bottle of poison shipping when I broke the record room window? According to what he had told us. I see what the game did there.
the bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina?
Yeah.
And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window
Right, and
made
somehow
its way into the bottle.
somehow your movements are weird. So
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
yep.
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Yep.
Hold on, you're moving too fast.
Oh, so now we're moving too fast. Okay. Do you want us to explain to you slowly?
I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was
Be
locked.
quiet, be quiet. Let the adults speak.
But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that.
Yeah.
But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here. It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it? Or
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Did somebody move it?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here.
Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh.
Oh, come on! How can you say that?
That means that means Sakura brought it
How
there.
can you know what I don't know?
Because, bro, sometimes you need to shut up. The reason she could say that is because there's evidence. The proof that someone brought the protein can to the record room after it was open. Alright, time. Time for me to lock in. Empty protein hold up.
When it comes to that protein can,
Yeah, it was an empty protein drink, right? Yeah, it's this.
there's not a doubt in my mind.
Come on.
Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No, that's impossible.
How?
It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked. Room was unlocked.
Stupid butt somewhere. Shut up! It's over! Get cut!
You remember how
Ready
they
to
were
say
broken
something
glass
strong.
scattered
Bro,
all around
get
the
your
room,
tail
right?
somewhere.
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. After we got into the room.
Right. Now he look, now he looking scared. That's what he gets.
I see. So that's your explanation.
Yes.
Yoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it,
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
Yep.
that's all true. Then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
She would not trick out.
No, that's not why.
And it's sad. She probably did it on purpose.
The only
That's so sad, bro.
explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing
Damn.
exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was?
That means this was like a suicide case.
Such a ridiculous fiction is...
So now it's a ridiculous
Exactly
fiction.
what happened.
Right.
Then tell us already.
So you still want us to explain to you? Okay.
Sorry. Please, tell us.
So now it's please tell us. What happened to all that energy? What happened to all that energy? So now this is what Byakuya gets. Shoot, call us dumb, but nah, we've been smart this whole entire time.
Before we get to
I've
that,
been
we need to
feeling
clarify
this was
one
like
other
a suicide thing.
We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
The one who got the protein from the chemistry lab and brought it to the rec room have to be... We said, wait, Hina lied, right? So that means, could be...
I got it!
Yeah!
I think it was Sakura herself.
Damn!
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself?
Yeah,
What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
Lying! Stop lying!
we're not lying.
Why would you lie like that?
We're not... No, it's not a lie. Sakura definitely went to Selection C. Kyoto already shows me the evidence I need. Now I have to hit Hina with it. I have to make her accept it. Breeze. Okay. Wait. Ready, set, go. Here we go.
You're a
There we go.
liar! What are you saying?
Lock in, lock in, lock in, now, lock in, lock in, lock in, now, lock in, lock in, lock in, now.
You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you!
Fool! I'm sorry, Hina. You gotta listen.
You're a liar! What are you saying?
I'm not a liar.
Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking!
Lock in, lock in,
You're
lock
a
in,
liar! Wrong!
lock in.
You're wrong! Do you have any kind of proof?
Oh, yellow powder. Yeah, yellow powder. Yeah, because the yellow powder on her shoes.
Did you know that Sakura
And the footprints make sense.
powder stuck to it?
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina.
It was
but
Sakura.
And when
Yep.
Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away
Yep.
from where she was actually standing, which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
Oh wow.
No! It was me!
No, why are we throwing?
Because I killed her!
No, we know. Oh my god, this is sad, bro. That's sad that. Oh my god. The one that killed Sakura, mentioned, yup, is Sakura herself. It's sad, bro. Damn. She really did end her own life.
Here's my answer.
She really did end her own life. That
It was
is.
Sakura herself.
What? The killer was Sakura?
Yep.
So you're saying it was suicide?
Yep.
I don't believe it! I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly!
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it, all so she could end her own life.
That's
And
sad.
that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
Because Sakura wanted to create the locked room. Sakura wanted to create the locked room.
The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm
Man.
sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did.
But why did she
sat
do
there,
it?
drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. An
Man.
empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it.
You always gotta something good.
At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you?
But why did she do that?
When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door. Because you already knew Sakura was dead, and because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
I have to go get them. I have to get the others. On shaking legs, he had left the wreck room.
You said you were going to go get everyone else, but your real intention was to go to the chem lab and search out the
Oh.
containers. Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room...
I got everyone. Ogre? Oh, so she dead, huh? Sakura been killed, I see.
While everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground.
Wow.
Honestly, I should have noticed.
Wow.
You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
Damn.
So,
But why did she lie?
committed suicide.
Why did she
In order to
lie?
hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
Yeah.
No!
Why did she do it though? It's like, why? Why you...
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
Right.
Nothing's over!
It is. Actually, no. You're right. We have to end this properly.
Yeah, we still have to do the animation thing. I knew it. Okay, let me get out of my room for a bit, and then I can work on it. Okay. Alright, I did. I don't think I got everything right, though.
The killer is
Let's just see this.
This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room.
Byakuya looks evil as
Those
freak,
people
bro.
were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot.
Alright.
And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him. Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked
It's so sad for Sakura because, like,
thinking he'd killed her.
she just wanted to, like, I don't know, be friends. She just wanted to be friends, you know, with them, and then this happened.
He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after,
She was just worried about her, bro.
Opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out.
Didn't hear over that.
And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death?
Oh, yeah,
it was
poison.
The poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened, knew that she had committed suicide. And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was
why did she do it though?
Placed it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort.
Yep. But why though? Why did you do it though? You just didn't want us to know she dead? Like she killed herself or something?
Sakura took her own life.
That's sad, bro. Oh my god, that's so sad.
And you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
Sakura was just trying to be friends with everyone, bro.
That's what happened? But
yep.
Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't
He just
discern?
built different.
Huh? Oh, well, I mean...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams.
Right!
That's what makes us so complicated.
Right!
That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
Tell him, Kyoto! That's what he gets! Now he's in this trial disciplinary, whatever. I got a B? Oh my god. Yep. I'm the history of worst freaking making ever, bro. Yep.
Okay.
I mean, it still counts a A though, but bro.
Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot?
Yeah. So do we?
I can feel my energy.
Like, do we all have to pick Sakura then? That means he won't execute no one.
Well, whatever.
It could be a downgrade for Monokuma. He's not gonna execute no one.
Do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadful?
I'm still wondering why did she? I don't know why did she kept it.
What's it gonna be?
Like, I don't know, bro. She almost could have got us all killed, low key. Damn, it is Sakura. Oh my god, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Psycho was Psycho herself.
My entire...
Okay, we're done here.
What did you say?
So, that whole truth. Huh, I see. there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Hina, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth had come to light, you would have died along with the rest of us. True.
What are you thinking?
And yes, you, why did you do that?
Don't be mean!
Yeah, we almost died there.
What is this?
Because that's exactly what I wanted. Whoa. It's what? I mean, the reason Sakura died is because of all you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. And that's why. So that's why.
You should have been the
I
one
couldn't
to
let her
die.
be the only one that died. I mean, but we. Did that be for you too? Cause you would die with them, low key. I don't think she wants you to go though. You don't mean you were going to take us all with you? We have to atone for our sins. Damn. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all had to pay for our crimes. Seriously, that?
What is this?
You still don't understand, hold on. You still don't understand, then let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this! Oh, that's her suicide note? Bro, she wrote a suicide note and everything? Oh, man. Such brutal that made me split. So instead of just oh, this is probably her. Hold up, let me read that again. We gotta do this correctly. Let me read that again. Hold on. Such a brutal had made me depressed. So instead just waiting to meet the kill, I do it by my own hands. Oh. That's... I found it on the ground in front of the record room. Oh no. It's Sakura's suicide note. Suicide note? Think back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jill had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse office. I ran out after her and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer from this. It's my fault, after all. But now, you suffering because of me.
No forgiveness!
You tried to protect me because of me.
I can't forgive this!
My closest friends got hurt! Sakura, because of me, my friends are all going to kill each other. Oh man. That's sad, bro. That even sadder, she even took her own self out. Man, this is what... Oh my god, bro. This is all my responsibility. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault. Which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked to meet with them. Oh yeah. I feel like she even knows Mikoto and Kyoto are already, forgiven. So I feel like it's like, no wonder she told Byakuya, Hiro, and Toko to come, You asked to meet with those three? You can't... Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry, I just wanted to talk to them.
But...
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you... Hina. Please, don't think of me. Don't think of things like that. They're not my enemies. They're friends. No! Oh my god, bro. Hold up.
Think about how in the beginning of the game we start calling her ogre, like how Hero started calling her ogre, and now I realize she wasn't an ogre. She was just a person that was trying to like make friends, bro. But it ended up turning her into like freaking ending herself, bro. That is so sad, bro. Oh my god. If we think about it, she was like literally their only chance of getting out of here. Low key. If she didn't do what she did, she could have been their only chance to get out of here. Damn, rest in peace for Sakura.
Like, rest in peace for Sakura, bro. Sakura. She clearly believed, and she completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would understood she was a friend to all of us. And yet, oh lord, bro. You tempered all over her feelings, and then you did the unthinkable. No, that's just a misunderstanding. Here. Oh my god, bro. Oh god, bro. How that's a misunderstanding, bro? Like, really? Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you and you would ever listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her. Do you have any idea how despicable she was seeing you act like that? That's what her suicide note means. So instead of just wanting to be killed, I do it my own hands. That's how far you pushed her. Sakura, what happened to you? Hina, you came. Wait, right here, I help you out. Hina. Huh? I'm so glad I got to meet you. I'm so glad I got to meet you! What's wrong? Sakura, why are you talking like that? I have a favor to ask. I have a... yeah, okay. A favor? Some protein. Okay. You Sakura, I get you're dead, but you're taking all the voice acting away from me, Lil. I asked you to. Yeah, you got it. Just hang on. I'll be right back. Dude, that was the last conversation I had with her. Dude, just imagine she got... and then... oh my god, bro. And that's when I realized I saw that someone had taken something from the poison cell, Sakura. So I ran back to the recorder room as fast as I could. But by the time I got there, it was already too late. Yeah, she was already dead. Sakura!
Please!
Let me in, please! Open the door! Why? Why? Why did she have to die? And just imagine, that's her only closest friend in this school, bruh. She had weaknesses just like any other person. If she got cut, she bleeds. If someone hurt her, she feels it. That weakness, that normal. And yet,
Why?
you all blamed her. Tried to protect her and suffer for it. And that just added to the weight that she had to carry. And didn't ever realize it. Oh, damn. Hina. We killed her, all of us. We pushed her to a corner and we murdered her.
Why?
People like us should be allowed to live. Damn. That's why you tried to lead us astray? You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Sakura died hanging all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets, but after that got found out in the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this.
Hey!
Oh my god.
I'm sorry to interrupt right when you're about to deliver the final tear-jerker, but...
Hey!
It's just talking so long! I am about to fall asleep over here! I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
Ooh.
What is this?
What did you say?
Everything just said is nothing but your improper-mation, right? Your options on what her suicide note meant.
What are you saying?
Of course, I know what she was thinking, cause her and me...
In other words,
Well, I'm really trying to say is...
yes, indeed.
Don't you think the entire fortune is shady? What if it was really like
Somebody need to get Monokuma out of here, bro. Did he replace the real suicide note with a fake one? If that's what we're seeing here? Yeah, something need to happen to Monokuma, because, bruh, there is no way you just play with this girl feelings like that, bro.
Bet you he did this so he could, like, well, no, make her murder people or something. This is so sick.
What the
This
heck?
is so disgusting. What is that?
Of course.
Is it obvious?
Yep.
The suicide note! Sakura's suicide note!
What? But he replaced the notes.
Too bad.
Oh, I wrote that one. It was on me, baby.
Get him out here. Something happened to him, cause this is... I bet you he did that so she can, like, try and murder people.
This is the one Sakura dressed to Hina and put in her room.
What? Then... You lied to me?
Unbelievable.
Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd legally things up a bit.
Well now.
I can't help if you totally told my little scrambles as face value. It does ever have Sakura's signature on it.
Oh, wow.
You fifth little...
I mean, wait, what? You fifth little...
I'm not flippy. I didn't do anything. But I falsely evidence. Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around. Hacking ever if the will had faded in, it still would have been between you guys. So what's the problem? This is all part of the production proceed, okay? And scene cut.
So then, what did she wrote in her real suicide note?
I'm glad you asked for your benefits. I shall read it using my mental acting, normal negative voice.
Hey!
But you know, I haven't really ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing. Who come up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place?
But hold on.
And isn't just so unfortunate to kill yourself, it's just so final yet, you know? You can never hear the rest of their stories. The truth is lost in darkness, giving me the wheelies. Enough already.
Could you get on with it, please? Why are you talking about a whole sad backstory?
Okay, geez, talk about a breeze kill. Alright, here we go.
Ahem. My good friends, Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It was our first night in this strange school that the mastermind came to see me.
See, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their
Oh
tool.
wow. Oh wow. The family dojo, bro? Oh my god. You might not see the improper traits of a dojo, but my family have watched over it for over 300 years. 300 years?
Couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch. So even if it meant my own life,
not so sad, bro. I bet you that's why she's selling those tapes from like chapter 1 or something. That is so sad, bro.
That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. And because of all that, I made the mistake of giving in to the to the mastermind.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither than the mastermind nor I expect was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. Oh. The mastermind told me to hold off to wait until we reached another slime.
However, as I lived here with all of you,
she started to grow
as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Oh wow. Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying to pass it to stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of scamping to the mastermind. And more than anything, dude, just think about it. Monokuma had a whole entire bodybuilder. Like, really.
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
She thought of us as her friends, bro. That's how I came to feel. So that's why Sakura... Yeah.
I've made a decision.
Yeah.
I will no longer retreat. No longer compromise.
Damn.
No longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Kylie, isn't it? Or maybe a mystic, or just Moray.
You is...
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is...
I would never hate you, Sakura. I'm perfectly waited to accept whatever attacks you may want to make on me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hate.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me. Which is exactly what the mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
But Byakuya was bound to happen. My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The mastermind knew that ever it would discuss into someone murder someone else. Damn, so she really killed herself. So he
for that as well.
She really did kill it. Damn, she killed herself. So he won't have no one to help him with his what been going on, like people hurting other people. Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well. I have a own tone to get this situation under control, and to feel fit that for that own turn, I have decided to do as the mastermind had command. I will do as I was told and commit murder, but on herself instead of us.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is
herself.
Myself.
Yeah. If the mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. This is so sad, bro. When I die, the security of Kafins among you all die with me. If that, I will to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no
But I
greater
hope
meaning.
if we actually is getting to like halfway in the game, I really hope next chapter we're getting on Monokuma's tail for some reason.
Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
Oh my god, bro. I never had people like you in my life.
Huh?
Didn't Sakura didn't feel concerned she didn't die hating us? No, she died loving us. She only died. She died loving us, but she died so Monokuma won't have nobody to like get like help him commit like murders and stuff.
No way!
She wanted to stop us from fighting to protect us? Yes.
Correct.
She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quickly, the opposite, in fact. She was strong, too strong. That's why she killed herself. And also she would build like a bodybuilder, so low-key. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much, no noble person could do that.
However,
it was only her limited strength that made it possible. Yeah.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
Dude, the reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you were trying to stop me. I'm really, truly sorry, but please don't be sad. If I can throw the mastermind plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to disgust myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quickly end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest of you. Just oh wow. Damn, so she really wanted her to find this note and do the opposite of what she was doing in this class trial. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Please, talk to Byakuya and Toko and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plans while I'm alive, but I want you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through action and not words. Hopefully then they see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were
She
only
saw
ever
us,
my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else.
I can never hate Sakura, bro.
No matter what, just survive.
We all love you, Sakura. Rest in peace. Listen, rest in peace for Sakura. I hope she made it to heaven, bro. This is... I did understand how she felt. Not all. But we were close, and then...
What are you gonna do?
But in the end, all her mumbling was like totally pointless. She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other. But you almost end up doing it anyway.
You sick, disgusting bear, bro.
Thanks to you, her death have no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid mumbling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one.
Too bad.
She deserved all the blame. Everyone blamed her. Go ahead, she deserved...
No, we blaming you. Because you hided a suicide note. Second, you did so Hina can murder everyone. And
Now then, the next victim have been decided.
What do you mean, next victim? No one had blamed, right? Sakura dead, right?
Huh?
First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura dead. What, was it a waste? Because he made us remember, we're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together. Straight. this is all. I mean, wait, what? This is all because of our misplaced hate. I don't blame her. I can't blame her, and nobody can blame Hina either. Whether or not, there was a spy never really matters because the one we need to destroy is you, nobody else.
What do you want?
What the heck? That's not how this is supposed to go! But anyway, are you sure about that? This killing game is completely between all of you, remember? Your enemies is each other.
He's absolutely right about that.
Oh, lovely Bianca, you understand, don't you?
This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game. Which is why I'm pounding out of the game. Oh! So now you're getting... Okay, so now you're getting out of the game. Alright, whatever. He's like, I have a character arc now. Huh? Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to designate the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would arrive. The others have cast aside their fears for this game. There's no point in participating in a game which have lost their sense of excitement. Oh wow. Which is why I will no longer be participating in it.
What's going on here?
Now I have only one thing to look forward to. And that is to him and the Harson possibility of punishment into one who think they can control me. Bianca, does that mean don't mistake me? I haven't been moved by such thoughtful modesty, if that's what you're thinking. However master goes, I go. If it's a mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire. Everyone.
Hey.
Well, now you can say that Sakura death had no meaning. Hey! We're all coming together. We're all coming together. We're completing this wish. All that hate and stuff that you try to bring in the room, get that out of here.
How boring. But nothing good can come of this. I'm still going to be one who have fun time.
What the heck?
The fun time? Who are you executing? Sakura's gone. What are you gonna do? Like freaking drive over a grave or something?
Anyway, let's forget about that good-for-nothing backstabber and get back on track.
You want me to punish
In
you?
the moment you will be waiting for punishment to...
Who are you punishing?
Wait, but Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she did!
You're not going. Is it me? Nah, this is not fair. We didn't pick her though.
Wrong.
Oh, happily no. Just because the black is dead doesn't mean I can just sub whoever I owe students I want. Did I tell you? I'm very particular about my bear time one rule.
Listen up.
But I spend so much time participating in my special punishment, I'd be ashamed to let it go to witness. So for my special punishment, I pretend a special guest.
A special guest? Wait.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Sorry about that. My dad was calling me. Who is he? Got be? Who, bro? Okay. Oh no! But wait, he found the laptop? Aw, man. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're gonna be in this school for a while. Ah, nah, bro. He took our one. Just do what he had to do to her, bro.
He's like, well...
It's freaking execute. Yeah. And he left us with that. Great. Yeah, we're gonna be in the school for a while. He took away our one thing that could have got us out of here, and turned into that.
He's like, hey, I made him a Guma Ball!
Oh my god. You suck, man. You turned him into a medical hit of junk.
Woo, that really took it out of me. Maybe I go grab up a piece of chicken. After all, they say for post-workout, grab chicken where it at. And I am all about the grab goodness. Fried boil, give me a break. The color, the smell, the silky, the care where it at.
Man, I realize how dangerous it could be, but still I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think about it, everyone else, my courage started to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So, it's okay. If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. Oh, wow. He really took away the only thing that can get us out of this freaking school. Hachihiko works racing through my heart and soul, and my belief gave way to anger. The anger turned to fear, black and melted and bold and over. I bubbled up through my body, quickly overflowing and shoot out my mouth. How dare you! That was my friend! How dare you kill him!
What's the matter?
Huh? You was friends with a laptop? That's pretty particular. What next? Friends with a baseball? Like a basketball?
Shut up! He wasn't just a laptop, he was my friend. You killed him.
Is this what you call amnesia? Where soul did well with all things and never like a laptop? Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, it got in my way. It was trying to find things out, all sneaky.
Just as I thought.
So you finally noticed him.
Actually...
Finally? No! I knew all about it from the very beginning.
What the So you just let us gain hope so you can destroy it later? Oh, you're evil. That's evil. That is so evil. Oh.
I knew you were doing something with the laptop. I knew you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was going to play out from the start.
What?
What are you thinking?
You knew. You was still cocky enough to let us take the plug.
Yep.
Well, I mean the data in that laptop, it was, guess you could call it a gift from me to you. Or maybe more like a reward in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult.
Hey,
So of course I didn't care if you got Corey into that.
So that means if he knew, that means he had to knew that we know what, the school really going on.
But sneaking into the network was just too personal, so I had to do a little, reform it.
I want to be able to help.
I wanted to keep being human to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here. Hachihiko wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help at the risk of his own life. For that, he was killed.
Yeah, the punishment time made me feel a little bone time better.
very nice.
Experiencing a meaningless death is so shooting, it makes me remember that ever low can get ever lower.
No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everyone who died so far, the death was either every one of our friends. They all make us stronger. I swear to God, someday you will pay for this. Ooh.
Holy moly, you're super mad, like just unreasonable upset.
Well?
Okay, time to bring things to a close. Oh, but before that, I need you to read the postscript.
What?
Postscript?
Yep.
Yep, there's still a bit more left on Sakura note.
Huh?
Do I have your attention? Okay, here we go. Prepare your ears for the disclusion tone of your truly.
Okay. One other thing, Hina. There's something I like you to tell the others. Hopefully it will act as a clue to help you unreveal the mystery of this school. Oh? So she did know some tea! Hold up! What? A clue?
Hina.
I spoke with the mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here, so I learned one which is the mastermind have done something to us. Oh wow. Wait, so what could that be? I think what we've done is... Oops! Somebody need to get this bear out of here. We was almost close to the one clue. Yeah, we were almost close to the one piece.
Oopsie-doo, that was a close one. Another word. We were been hip deep in the spoiler territory.
What do you do? Man, did you put a bomb in them or something?
Too bad.
Okay, don't worry, ruin the suspense. So, book club is demanded for today.
What? You can't just stop at that most important bit.
It makes your brain rumble and triple time. It makes you so mad you don't ever...
You guys?
That's the whole point of stupid, is to get back at all of you for hurrying your resolve.
Fine, but at least Sakura knows.
Like I ever let any of you grab balls of it.
You know, I hope you get smoked next chapter, Makuma, cause Loki... But...
Too bad.
Suck for you, losers! Wait, what's this?
What is it now?
There's one last line in the note.
And let me just say, this is to the mastermind. I'm going to just let down and die. I will fight you, and you bastard, no matter what. And that's seriously it.
Huh? Wow, what a stubborn loser, huh?
She won't let down and die. She fight you.
Well, whatever, who cares what some deaf muscles have to say?
Okay, at least you got muscles. You got nothing. Low-key.
Okay, I'm out here. You guys should try to get some rest, you know? And maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach the school life of yours. Are you sure you don't want to graduate? You can really cut free from the regrets of outside world. Think about that. Think long and think hard.
Those were his parting words to us before disappearing. Well, what was that all about? Sakura final line, her last clue to help us solve the mystery of the school. The mastermind did something to us. Kyoto said something like that before, didn't she? Oh wow. So this is more than Kyoto. He did something to all of them, bro. It was after Celeste's trial was over. What did you do? What did you do to my body?
What?
Answer me, what did you do to my body? The mastermind did something to our bodies. What are they saying to the mastermind? Why have you put bombs in them, bro? Wait, why have you put bombs in them? Or, I don't know, it's like... What did the mastermind do to us? Damn, just imagine You never think about, like, Makuma doing something to your body? That's so... ugh. I mean, did the mastermind place a bomb in us or something? That's what I'm thinking too, like... If we try to leave the school, a security goes off, and the bomb explodes? It seemed like stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff, so it's not totally unheard of. No, I feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge those like that.
Yo!
So, the class trial's over and Makuma gone.
What?
So, no, what do we do? Damn, just thinking about it, it's only a little up them now. We got rid of, like, all my favorite characters. Like, low-key, some of my favorite characters. We still got Kyoto left, though. Like, as long as we got Kyoto left... I mean, I like Hito, it's just, I don't know, bro. I don't know, but, you know...
Yes.
What else is there, other than head back up? Oh yeah, okay, let's get out of here. But, yeah, might still feel responsible. Damn back that ego, hey big girl. The kind of mystery someone like you could propose is absolutely no threat.
Not possible.
I would never have lost to that kind of challenge. You technically almost lost, bro. What are you talking about? Kyoto and Makoto. Right, we're the ones that figured it out. You calm down that ego. Like, Kyoto and Makoto are the ones that figured everything out.
Stop talking.
Shut up. Seriously, I'm sorry. How many times do you plan to apologize? How about you make that the last one? I haven't reached a point where I need someone to apologize to me more than once.
Sorry.
Okay, I see what you mean. Then I try. That totally wasn't normal, right? Did he just kept his flag?
No!
No! Cannot suffer the excuse of someone who would describe the romance between me and Master. Get your toxic energy somewhere, bruh. Like, what are you talking about? That's literally not what's happening here. Why would I ever go for a sleazeball like him? Sleazeball?
What the heck?
That's right, I call you sleazeball because you are a sleazeball, Loki. You do got a point. Alright, you still have a death wish. Oh, more been scamming. No matter how you don't. No wonder you don't have 8 friends.
No!
Stop fighting with Master. You're making me jealous of what the abuse give and take me. I guess it's not so easy for everyone to act like friends. Well, this is how it's for now. Dude, just think about all we got is the dumb ones. And so, Sakura class trial come to an end, and we return to the world of Post Peak Academy. But the story wasn't ever close to over. Time kept mishing on. If I'm still recording? Yeah, I'm still recording. We all went back to our rooms, and before long, night sticked up on us. Get out. You're banned for saying that in my room. You're banned for saying that in my room. Get out. Nighttime described by pulling me down, along with its down into sleep. I couldn't remember the last time I fallen into such a deep sleep, but the night still wasn't over for me. A voice. I could hear a voice. What? Wake up. Huh? The voice ran me from a deep slumber into a hazy half-consciousness. My eyelids would like lead. What? Oh!
Kyoko?
Hey, what's up? What are you doing in my room? Can you come in my room?
Yes, it's me.
Huh?
I said yes.
What?
Kyoko's here.
What's up? Damn. Yeah, flash. Wake up. Oh God. What are you doing here?
It's true.
I'm here to wake you up. Oh, I see. Wait, but my door. It was unlocked. You was unbelievably careless. Oh my god, bro. That was too close. Like, it was unlocked? Are you serious? Always, and you don't have to overreact like that every night. You're surprising. What time is it?
Correct.
3 o'clock in the morning, of course. 3 a.m.? Why was Kyoto waking me up at this hour? Damn, this chapter not even over yet. What's up? It's so late. What happened?
Makoto.
I have a favor. I need to ask. What's going on? What's your favor?
So...
Remember what Sakura said at the end of her note. I'm going to just lay it down and die. I'm not just going to lay it down and die. I will fight you. I want to find out what she meant by that. Okay, but how do you plan to do that? Then Kyoto put her lips next to my ear and whispered, "What?" The Dea's security on the 4th floor. What?
Goodbye.
I meet you there. We gotta go at night? Without another word, she was gone. What the words we feel through my half-doubt head. The data center? But I thought it was locked. Okay, I guess we gotta go. Yep. I made my way into the after-hours school and headed for the data center on the 4th floor. However, I woke up in the night security, but when I arrived, Kyoto's not here. That's weird. She said she'd meet me. Is she maybe inside already? I put my head to the door and with a secure amount of force. Nah, it's locked. It didn't open. I tried again, but it might be locked. What was it Kyoto said? The data center on the 4th floor.
What's this?
Oh no. Oh no.
Uh-oh! What are you doing here, mister? Breaking into a locker room is incredibly prohibited, don't you know?
Oh well, I just...
You're trying to tell me you didn't actually bump in yet, right? But I can see that you don't waste my time. Tell me. Crap, I can see for myself. It looks like you might break in any second. So I just thought I'd give you a friendly reminder. Or are you going to try and tell me you were sleepwalking or something?
No, nothing like that.
At 3 o'clock in the morning, for crying out loud! Ever I get tired, you know? Stop being weird and go back to your room!
What's wrong now?
Just a second.
Why are you out here making a ruckus? Kyoto.
No, you two!
You guys?
Whatever! The two of you just get back to bed. I'm positive exhausted from the class trial.
It's true.
Sure, you got it. Come on, Mikoto, let's head back. What?
Hey.
Did you hear me? We're leaving. I have no idea what's going on anymore.
Shall we go?
No worry about it. Let's just go. Okay.
Yeah, go on! Get out of here! Shoo!
So we left and went back to our rooms. And then...
Goodbye.
So goodbye. Oh, we barely even did anything. Listen, what was all that about just now? Ooh, she woke me up and made me go to data center, which is so happens to be locked. And then she showed up later and we leave without checking a single thing. But what's the point of all that? Don't worry about it. I just figured that would be the end of our conversation. Just like always, but...
Goodbye.
Well then, good night. Sure. Then that was over. But I turned to leave. What?
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Okay, Mukuro Ikasaba. What about that name? What? Kyoto was right next to me once again, whispered into my ear.
Mikuro Ikusaba,
Okay.
the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere.
Oh! Wait, a 16th student? I don't know, the Makua said something about a 16th student, so the 16th student is Mikuro Ikusaba?
One may call the ultimate despair.
The ultimate despair, bro? So is that... So are we saying... Bro, what? All-star apologies. What? Well, Archive is good. Yeah, we're done. A 16 student. Mikuro Ikusaba, bro. Man, I don't want that. Give me the laptop back. Shoot. Well, okay. Well, right. Well, okay, guys. Well, that was it for Chapter 4. Damn, that was a real one, huh? Jeez. Damn. So there's a 16th student. I feel like somewhere Monica must have said something about it. But I think I didn't pay that no mind. But damn. Alright, so yeah, I'm just gonna stop here. So yeah, if you guys like this, leave a like, subscribe, comment, and that's about it. Goodbye.